All right, we're live. Live.
Cool.
What's up, everybody? It is Saturday, 7:30 p.m. There's my notification. And it is February 16th. What is going on? There we are. We're live. We're looking good. I could use some more light, probably. There you go. All right. So, I do these shows with every other Saturday with somebody else in the community that's either usually in chat or whatever. It's always been somebody that's been in chat so far. So today we have Kim Dixon here. Everybody knows Kim Dixon from the chat. Kim Dixon. So, how you doing tonight? And Merlin's in the background there.
Yep, Merlin's right there. Hi, doing good. Hey, everybody.
So I'm gonna wait for people to come in. Maybe I'll hit some music real quick. Let's put on some music. Let people come in. I hope this works. I think it will. We'll do
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, this you crazy mother.
All right. Let me see something because, I have a lot of stuff open. Let me close that down. All right, there you go. I heard me in the background there. All right, so let me say hi to everybody that's here. Bones the Skater. Crypto, what's up, Crypto? Vic Netton, what's up, Nick? And who the fuck smokes fruit? Tommy Vapors. Merlin's here. Hellbilly Hick, Tommy Vapors, Clint Johnson, Lady Louisiana's here. Saturation Station, Jerry Lawrence, Roy Murphy. I'm going to start saying names over again. I know it because I don't have the whatchamacallit up. Clyde, what's up? Chessie's here. Black Rose is here. Hellbilly Hick, I think I said already. And I think Ranger Vapes is here. And Chevy Man's here. Crazy Coils. Matt Williams. Simple Vapes. I'm not sure if I said hi to you. Austin Castro's here. Sean O'Garrity. Rah Plays is new. What's up, Rah? And I think I got everybody so far that's chatting. All right, West End's here. Larry Staller's here. What's up? It is Saturday night. We're going to run this show until about 9:30. I do have a build to do. And then other than that, we're just going to chit-chat and have conversations and stuff. Were you building tonight, Kim, or are you just hanging out?
I'm just hanging out because my build station's over there.
That's okay. That's fine.
Okay.
So yeah, this is Kim Dixon from the chat, Merlin in the background there, and they are both from my chat here, also from Instagram. They also have a team that they started, KD and the Sunshine Builders over on Instagram, where they all hang out in a chat and talk about building and juice making and a whole bunch of other stuff. They both build coils, and they also make all that woodwork I have on the table here, like the glue stand, the Addy stand, the swivel that I use, all that is what they make. They make stuff like that, and you can hit them up on Instagram to get it. Other than that, they're just two nice people. I've had them on the show before, and they're just super nice. Kim Dixon's always super positive, and
thank you. I try to be.
Yeah, it's good to be positive. Not everybody, people don't come here to be negative. Lots of people have negative things going on in their life, and this should be a way to escape. So
Exactly, and support each other and be positive all the time. Just have to be.
So I was on earlier and I showed what I was vaping. I'll show it again real quick. There's only two major setups I'm using, and then I'll ask Kim Dixon what she's vaping. So I got the Death Trap with Dark Horse in it. Where is my Dark Horse? There's my Dark Horse from Adore E-Liquid. And I have Golem, which has Staggertons in there, and 80 Staggertons, and I'm vaping Sinful Apple Roll in there. I have a small bottle sitting aside from Adore E-Liquid. The coils in here are two 4-quart Aliens, and I did start to set up something else, but I didn't finish it. But yeah, that's what I got, and I'll ask Kim Dixon what she's vaping, and then I'll tell you what I'm building.
Okay. I got the tank with my Adore PS Passion. Not PS Passion, the Consequence. There we go. In this one. And I have my DS with the Hermitech. Just got this today. I'm not sure what's in it. What's in it, Nick?
It's a Staple Stagger Fuse Clapton.
There we go. Yeah. And on it, I have a Lemon X50. And then Kronos Vape made me a e-liquid for me. And it's KD's Caramel Apple. It's very good. It's not a sweet apple. It's like a sweet and a Granny Smith together with that caramel. And I think he put marshmallow or something. So it has a fullness to it, and the sweetness is really good. And he sent me the Freak Show. And I'm not sure what coil this is because Lino made them.
Yeah. Awesome.
Tiny Alien is what Marlon told me. Tiny Alien.
The Freak Show was one of the first. It was one of the first of two things. One of the first bottom up airflow. The airflow comes from the bottom, and it's also a very short atomizer. There was a regular Freak Show that was really tall. And then they have the little Freak Show, which for a while, atomizer companies noticed that smaller atomizers got better flavor. So all these small atomizers started coming out.
Right.
This is the Freak Show. The Freak Show is a pretty simple deck. It's just 3-post. It's got slots where the holes are, Allen key, and bottom bottom airflow. It's a very good RDA. It's when this came out, a lot of people would buy it because it was also like $25.
Right.
Yeah, so lots of people used it.
I lucked out on it. He forgot to send a tip with it, but I had this tip. I love turquoise, so, and it went just perfect.
Yeah.
I lucked out this week. I love this too.
Yeah, so I sent Kim the other hermetic, and I actually sent Chevy Man also got his mail today. I sent him my Dead Rabbit SQ because when I go through, I like to save some atomizers. There's ones that I would never get rid of, even if I'm not vaping, but then there's a couple that so basically with both of them, I've got so much stuff from both them companies from Hell Vape, which is the Dead Rabbit SQ. I still have like 5 atomizers they sent me.
Wow.
And from whatchamacallit, Blitz. Blitz sends me a lot too. So I have a bunch of stuff from them, and I don't use them too. And I know that you and Chevy like your single coil. Chevy told me he likes a single coil, so.
Yeah, and then this one just means so much because our story behind it, and then it's got my birth date on it, 14. So that was like.
Yeah, it's good that I saved the 14 one for that. Yeah. I so Blitz sent me 2 RDAs, and if you've been at the channel for a while, I sent her the one, and somebody broke into the package. So I ended up keeping the other one and sending her a tank. And then after it's been sitting here and just collecting dust, I was like, you know what? I'm not using this at all. Somebody said something that made. Oh yeah, and Chevy Man, I hope that Dead Rabbit is working. You're saying it's working good. If that coil's too hot, so I put a 24 gauge fuse Clapton in there. If that's too hot or whatever, the other fuse Claptons I sent will be a little cooler. So that's a different fuse Clapton than what I sent. So just so you know, there is if it's too hot or whatever, because a 24 gauge single coil is fuse Clapton. It can get a little hot or whatever, but that's the way I would vape it, just like that. Yeah, Dead Rabbits are awesome. They vape really good. Awesome, Chevy. Awesome. Yeah, I love the Dead Rabbit. I'd go for a Goon or drop Dead Rabbit if they're in your way.
The Trinity cap that's on that Dead Rabbit too, don't it?
Yeah, I don't have a drop dead.
On the Rebirth.
And the Goons are the ones that I would never get rid of. I actually gave one of my Goons away to my buddy at work, but I think I could get that back whenever I want.
You saw the other little stand we've been making, didn't you?
Yeah.
It's got all the little areas to hold the batteries or screwdrivers, the little wrap thingies.
Yeah, those things are awesome. I can't wait to get mine. That's one of the reasons why I want to clean up this place so I could have everything all situated.
I hear you. I dropped my, that one. Thank you.
Goon cap for the golem, yeah. Yeah, the golem takes goon caps and stuff. So if anybody didn't know that, the goon, the golem, the KTX, and then I found out the District 5 takes it. So they all switch different caps. And if you could get a Trinity glass, that's even better. Trinity glass caps usually change the vape for better all the time. Yeah. Gotta get me another.
And the one that.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was going to say the one that fits the Dead Rabbit, it fits the Rebirth. That was like excitement.
The one that fits the Dead Rabbit fits the Rebirth?
Yep.
Really?
And that was the Dead Rabbit one, right? Yeah. Yep. Yes, it does.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, give her a try.
Even with the bottom airflow, it still fits on there?
Yeah, that's what Merlin's been running. And he got like overly excited because Trinity Glass is his favorite.
Yeah.
And he got a reverse the other day and put it on there, and he's been using it. Let me see your reverse. Yep, matches up. It really, what it does is it goes right at the coil, kind of close off. Let me get my glasses.
Huh.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell my rebirth is. Where was I using?
So it's like up right at the coil. And
yeah, for the most part, most RDAs are damn near the same size. So
right.
Lots of them do fit each other, but the Dead Rabbit is that's a big cap. If anybody's ever tried to put something on the Dead Rabbit, you notice that the Dead Rabbit deck is actually very big. So I guess the rebirth is, here's my rebirth. I guess the rebirth is big too. They're made by the same company, so that makes sense. That means that it would probably also fit on other Hellvape things.
Yep. You'll see what I mean when you put it on there, how it like where it sets on there.
Yeah, so the airflow goes right under the coil, just like it does on the Dead Rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same place as it does on the Dead Rabbit.
Did you catch him, Merlin?
No. Which one?
Right,
I didn't hear what he said.
Oh, okay. He said that the airflow goes like right up under it like it does the Dead Rabbit. Even on the bottom, it goes up.
Which cap does he have on there?
Which cap do you have on there?
It's not this one.
The bullet.
The bullet?
No.
Okay, one sec.
Bullet.
I do have two Dead Rabbit caps. Where's the other one? I think I do. Or do I just have the one? There's the... You know what? I forget if I have one like that. I know it. This one I have for the Dead Rabbit. That doesn't fit because the bridge is on the inside.
Yeah. Well, he's got that bullet one, so maybe you might want to get you one.
Yeah. I think I have. I forget which ones I have because I broke a couple, so I'm not positive of all the ones I have.
Right. What'd you say?
Comp cap don't work.
He said the comp cap might work. And try it.
Yeah, I bet it would. I think I do have the comp cap for that. I'm not positive.
I think Meter came in. Hey, Meter.
Oh, what's up, Meter? Yeah, so what's up, anybody that came in? I didn't say hi to. So, I started building something on Tuesday that I want to finish up tonight. I did start to make frames for it. But when I made the frames, if anybody was here, you'll remember that I messed it. When I was doing it, I needed 16 inches of it, and I ended up messing it up at about the 10-inch mark or the 12-inch mark. So I didn't have enough. And I was going to just make another one, but I actually think I forget what wires I used. So I'm just going to start all over with the frame. And then what I was going to do is I have 6 pieces of 0.3 in 46 gauge. That's what this is. 6 pieces of 0.3 in 46 gauge. All right, so I'm going to have this in the middle. which is going to be hard to see because it's such a small wire. But I'm going to have that in the middle, put some ribbons on the sides of it that aren't Claptoned. I'm going to have my frame staggered, and I'm going to fuse it with twisted wire. 2 pieces of 46 twisted. So now I need to figure out what I'm going to fuse this thing with. So I have a little chart here, a wire chart that I wrote down. 46, 2 pieces of 46 together is 0.08. So yeah, I used 40 gauge for the spacing. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do 27 gauge, 40 gauge staggered. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just spacing a piece of 27 for my frame. So that's right now, that's all I got to do.
That list you have there, Nick?
Yeah.
You mind showing that again? Simple, yeah, I'm letting my pudding steep. I've been telling Simple Vapes about that to help him out with what things ohm out to. And I know you can find those online, can't you? The little chart about your gauges.
This isn't what they ohm out to. This is the sizes. So,
oh, okay.
Yeah, this would be the wire sizes in millimeters. So it tells you, so, you know, ribbon is 0.3. So you would go to this and see what's the closest to 0.3, and 28. 28 is 0.32. It's a little bit taller than 0.3 ribbon. 38. Well, 38, that's the wrong size. But now with this, I could tell that 2 pieces of 42 equal a piece of 36, because 42 is 0.64. So 2 pieces of 42 are 0.12. 0.12, 36. So if I staggered with 36, I could put 2 pieces of 42 in that space.
Okay.
It's good for stuff like that.
It is. But how do you figure out, like, if you're going to do them? I've always done it just in an art perspective, but, you know, say you want to do a 0.4 or a 0.1, what's the best wires? Is there some kind of way out there that helps you to figure out what wires to use? Does that make sense?
For the ohms?
Yes, for the ohms.
Yeah, so basically, if anybody needs, I always try to do stainless steel, but if you want to get a build that is, if you want to get a build that's over 0.12, that's fancy, you probably can't use stainless steel. So then you have to start, if you want to get around 0.2 ohms, you could use N80. Anything over that, you got to start thinking about using Canthal.
Okay.
But there are calculators out there where you could put the type of metal in, you could put the build in, and it will tell how many wraps, and it will calculate it and tell you how to do it. Me, I just know, like, just from building a lot, there's a whole bunch of things in my head that I know what ohms out to. Like, I know an Alien, a 2636 Alien ohms out to 0.1. So if I wanted to do a 3-core stagger fuse Clapton and I use 2636, it would equal about 0.1.
Okay.
So it's going to change a very little bit, but I just remember stuff like that. And then, you know, I remember that, you know, certain Fralians equal something. So if I want to get them a little higher, I'll take a couple ribbons out, or I'll use a little smaller wire. It's basically just either get the calculator. If you don't get the calculator, you got to do trial and error.
Okay. Okay. Like I say, I know a lot of people are wondering how to do it, and I wanted to ask you. Me, I get over there and I just get all these wires and I throw them together and make something fancy. You know, fun. Which I have built some of the, like you're supposed to build, I guess you'd call them.
Yeah. So I do this too on builds that I think I'll do again. Or if I, like, let's say I build something and I'm like, you know, this vape's really good and it ohms out to 0.11. I'll go over and I'll write the specs down. So I'll write the specs down for Fralians, some kind of hybrid, and put the ohms, how many wraps. So I'll do that too. So now if somebody asks me for a 0.3 coil, I'll look at this and I'll be like, okay, so I use this wire for a 0.13. Then I'll try to use that wire in this build.
That's cool. Okay, so everybody need to get a notebook. You need to get a notebook and write your stuff down so you can remember it.
Yeah, good to have a notebook around.
I got one that I take notes when I would, be on the show, but I can't seem to find it right now. Everything's a mess. I know it's in here somewhere. I've been bad. I haven't been building a lot.
Yeah.
As far as wires, but I've been building the addies and all that kind of addy stands and stuff.
Yeah, as long as you have a hobby that you like to do, that's good. I mean.
Yep. That's true. I love doing that, but I don't know, when I've been coming in, I just been zombified and cut the TV on.
Yeah.
Or YouTube.
Yeah, Meter. I know Bellator start. I'm going to stop at 9:30, and I'm just going to watch the main card. I don't watch too many of the real, like the more amateur fights on Bellator, especially. Sometimes I'll watch the small fights on UFC because those are guys that are going to come up and be good for the most part. But Lino's here. So Velvet Buzzsaw.
Right.
You watched it, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Did you?
I did. I fell asleep during a certain part, but I pretty much got the gist of it. I watched most of it.
Right.
It was hard to get into the beginning. It moved very slow at the beginning.
Very, very. I agree totally.
Yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal's in it, and I was saying earlier, he's like Hollywood's go-to gay guy, but he wasn't 100% gay in this.
No.
No. He was it was like a bisexual thing, I guess.
Yep. I can say definitely it isn't like a movie I've watched lately. It was kind of a little weird, from the previews, it seemed like it would be a little bit different.
Yeah.
But yeah, it really looked like it was going to be a little bit more action, but there was action. It's just kind of a crazy thing. I watched part of it one night, and I was like you. I started falling asleep because it just doesn't kick your interest at the beginning at all. And then I finished it up this evening, and Myrtle was like, I can't sit here and watch this movie.
Yeah, it wasn't that great. If you didn't watch it, I wouldn't recommend it. It was the basic gist of it was about like art galleries and artists and people who write about art, and it was a lot of talking about the characters on the inside, about stuff that nobody cares about because you're trying to see like killings and stuff or what's going on. And it was about, everybody's trying to find the next big artist. And eventually some guy dies in one of the artist's hotels, or the person that finds arts places that they live. And she goes in there and he has all this artwork. It becomes, big, this artwork, but everybody that gets the art pieces ends up dying. The pictures kind of, not only the pictures, though, it wasn't just his pictures, which was weird. It was, if you had his picture, artwork around you would start killing you.
Right.
So it was pretty cool, but it took a long time to get to certain parts, and it just was a lot of character development and like talking like a relationship that's going on that nobody really cares about.
Right. I can't put my finger on to say what it, I kept saying, well, this is kind of like a documentary. But then again, it's not. They kept finding all these.
Them Sundance films are always a little weird. So that there's I don't know if people know what Sundance films are. They're like indie films. They're like people independently make them. But that one's weird because it had a lot of stars in it. It had John Malkovich. It had Jake Gyllenhaal. It had there's a couple females in there. I can't put I forget what their names are, but it had lots of movie stars. But it was a Sundance Film Festival, like either nominee or winner. But
I thought it was crazy the way the one girl, you know, the art just took her over and she became part of the art. It was like, whoa.
Yeah, graffiti art. That was pretty cool. There's cool like visual stuff in it, like the when the paint was all melting off the wall and coming together. That was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then like even some of the parts when the monkeys came out of the picture, they could have showed more of that. And then the silver ball was pretty cool. Metaphor. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Miss Berry. Haven't seen you in a long time. Hey.
Yeah, hey, Perry.
Miss Bones and Tyler. Tim.
So let me get my 40 gauge, and I think this time I'm going to stagger it the force fuse way. I think that's what I did the first time and messed up. I'm not sure. I'm going to mute my thing real quick.
Okay. I don't know if anybody else watched it while he's muting us. Anybody else building? Merlin's hiding from us over here, y'all. Come over here and say hey.
Hola, bitches.
I don't think they can hear you. Let's see. No, I'm not building anything, Tony. My build station's over here, and I didn't have enough room and the electrical stuff to hook me up over there. I've got to get one. I went and checked today about a camera, but prices were pretty steep. So hopefully I'll get one over there. But things tend to run dead, so I have to have it over here. Let's see what we got here. Oh, cool. You're mixing up some juices, Tony? That's awesome. What flavors are you doing?
All right, so what I did was I regular Clapton halfway up this wire. This wire 16 inches or 17 inches. I did 8.5 of a Clapton, then I loosened it up just like I would do a decor. And then what I'm going to do is cut this wire, leave a little bit on so I could see this wire. And I'm going to Clapton again, but force it into all the gaps of the 40 gauge. And that's going to push the other one out the way, but leave a space when I take it off. So mute this again.
Okay, Joshua, you're asking how long till Addy stands are ready for sale. I've got plenty made, and if you want a special order one, you know, it takes a week or so to get what you want. That helps. Okay. I don't think this one goes to anybody. It doesn't have a name. They all vary in size too, because I have some that are like this and some that are thicker. So Oh, like, okay, the big ones, how many of these do I have up there ready to sell? None? Okay. It doesn't take too long. Thank you, Clint. Thank you, C. Crazy, no, my prices are not on there, but if you DM me and tell me what you want and I find out your location, I'll send them out to you. The way I kind of do is I like for people in the UK to be able to have them too, so I take part of my money that I only charge you half the shipping fee. That makes sense. I keep the price same as what I have here, but I just pay for half of it. That's
So, Crypto, you're asking a question if a flavor in cloud build is Fralians, what's just a cloud build? Fralians. It's if you're going to a cloud comp, rail wire is the best. And cloud comp rail wire, you're not trying to get any flavor, you're trying to just get clouds. But really, the clouds hardly has to do with the build. The clouds is not a build thing. Flavor, it affects the flavor. Clouds is not a build thing. It could be a wire thing, what type of wire you use, but it's hardly a build thing. It's an air thing. Clouds is an air thing. That's if you have an atomizer that could chuck air and you're wicking it properly. Most people at build comps will tell you that do well will tell you that their build can't fire that quickly. It has to be a big, thick wire. The cotton has to be wicked perfectly, and you just have to have good lungs and inhale a lot and exhale a lot. And it's more of an air thing, clouds. I mean, clouds is based on the person, really. I could get the same amount of clouds with this build as that build, as that build, as that build. It's pretty much all the same. But this atomizer gets very good air on the coils, and it's so big that it makes it very cloudy. This thing is super cloudy. But that's an air thing. It's not a build thing. I have done cloud comps with 3-core 26-gauge aliens. I've done them also with just fuse Claptons, 24-gauge fuse Claptons. You want them to be around a 0.08 and take a little longer to light up. Like, you don't want something that just explodes right away. You need time to build up that smoke and stuff, plus with purging and everything. But this guy, it's cloudy. I was messing with this at work. Did I say smoke? I don't think I did.
I didn't hear it.
I'm programmed pretty well not to say smoke.
Thank you, Kate. Kate, for nice words. And I can't blow big clouds either to save my life. The guys are just, Marlon just clouds this whole place out, and I can't do it. Oh, thank you, Terry. I'm glad I could make you feel at home with my little southern thing accent. I think Jerry had a question for you, Nick.
It's not the Cosmonaut RDA. This guy, this is the Death Trap. It's a 30 millimeter Death Trap.
Let's see. Thank you, Jerry. I'm trying to look. I think it was Jerry that had a question for you about the difference between N90 and stainless steel. I was trying to keep up with it for you.
I talk about that a lot. N90 and stainless steel ohm out about the same. Stainless steel has a crisper flavor. N90 lights a little quicker.
Yeah.
It's just two different alloys that basically they ohm out to the same thing, but their properties are a little different. Stainless steel gives you a more crisp flavor. For flavor, stainless steel all the way. For quickness, N90. But stainless steel is extremely quick as well. But if you want it even a little quicker, a little hotter, N90. But if you want a mixture of good flavor and quickness, like I like stainless steel better. N90 is awesome for light and quick for single coils. That's awesome, but
and thank you, Selena, for throwing my IG out there. Mine and Merlin's. Thank you so much. I always forget to do it. I could sit here and do it now, but I forget.
so now this Clapton that I just did went into the gaps of that. I ran it past the first one. This is the fuse wire here. And then this one's the one that I did first that I cut. There's the end of it. So I ran it past there, and I'm going to pull tight. And Clapton, it broke off, but that's fine. And now I'm going to take this one off. I'm going to put my drill in reverse, take this one off, and it's going to leave a gap behind. Leaves a perfect space behind. I'm going to do that all the way down the wire.
Oh, you're welcome, Freddie. You seen I ordered something cold. What is Merlin building? Merlin, what are you building?
Built my first interlock alien 3-core.
His first interlock alien 3-core. And he is attempting a set of Mohawks. So that's what Merlin's up to over there. Nick's in focus mode.
Came off my drill. I got to reinstall it on the drill.
Oh, okay. That's what happened. I've seen you looking. Yeah, see, Merlin's trying aliens. I know it's a shock because he doesn't do them, but he's been trying to push himself. The Phenoms on Instagram, I know earlier you were talking about different things going on there. The Phenoms team each week are doing like a little build-off, and they encourage people to do it as well. There's no prizes, but you do get to select the next week's build. So that's kind of cool, and you're getting to know people, and your pictures are getting out there. So that's pretty cool. I need to get in with it and do them, but a lot of them they're doing I can't even attempt right now. Let's see what we got here.
Okay, got my frames. Now I'm going.
Hey, Adore, love you. I wish I could. I might can move everything over here to build.
Yeah.
Have you got?
Let me do. Now all I got to do is put my ribbon on either side of the Clapton ribbon, get this thing together, and twist up some 46 gauge, which should be a lot of fun. I'm almost regretting picking 46 gauge. I don't know if I ever twisted 46. I think I have.
I don't think I have either. I don't think I've ever gotten it. My wire collection is very limited over there. You ever twisted 46, Merlin?
No, I've never done anything above 40.
Never done it. Merlin's never done anything above 40. I think all I've ever done is 38.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to get some.
Got some Canthal 0.4.
Yeah. Canthal 0.4. I'm going to put 2 pieces on either side of this ribbon stack that's Clapton with the 46 already.
That's going to look good.
Yeah, at the end, as long as I can get that twisted wire, after that, it shouldn't be too rough. I'm going to do a pattern fuse, too. I'm not going to do just a regular.
Right. That will be cool. So I try to do the patterns.
Yeah.
I have the worst luck with them. You should see me doing my SSSC. I never can get that out right. Oh my God, it took me forever. I just ran in slow gear, trying to get them perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, they were one of the harder ones for me to get a hang of, too. But the more you do.
Yeah, right, Jim, better have them. That's true. It's all great. I have to use my regular glasses and I have to use my headset. My headset's right here. I don't want to go too far. Blind as a bat.
Yeah, if you can't see wires, you don't have to get the whole big setup. You can just get reading glasses at the local drugstore or whatever. I did that before. But I did end up getting my magnifying jeweler's glasses as well.
Yeah, I love those. But when I first started using them and trying to get in the grooves, I kept catching myself close one eye.
Yep.
Yep. And then, like, for 2 days, my eye was crossed over worse than it normally does. And I was like, oh, my God. So I try to keep both of them open now because I already have my right eye. One of my muscles is loose, not weak in it. So as a kid, I was one eye turned in, Yeah. I was kind of cross-eyed there. One was straight and one was cockeyed in. And I'm glad it was cockeyed in and not out. That would have looked real funny. But as the doctor said, as I grew, you know, it would get stronger. And it did until I pulled that looking with one eye with that jaw exit. And then I just cocked myself back over like somebody had slapped me in the head. And knocked me cross-eyed. Huh?
It's hard not to use one eye at first, but you got to try to get out. The one loop I use sometimes, and you got to use one eye, but if you have the glasses on, you should try to do both.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it will start to give you a headache and stuff like that.
Yep, that it will. And that's one reason why I took a break, because I really made it go over so far. If you go... Oh, okay. Thank you, Perry. I'll try that. Yeah, I just stopped for a little bit because I overworked myself and made myself cockeyed. Me and Celine both, we made jokes about that. Speaking of slapping in the head, where's Clay? I know, right? I don't know where Clay's at. He's always threatening to slap him in his head. They're a trip. Celine's my bestie. I just wish we had more time for all this stuff. Work just takes up too much time, don't it, Nick?
Yeah. There's it's hard to get everything done, especially. Yep. I'm sure it's rough when you guys have the wood stuff and all the. If you want to build coils, make juice, it's a lot.
Yeah, and it's kind of like with our shop being here. Sometimes it's like Merlin's like, do I want to go out there or stay in here? Yeah. If it's cold, he'll stay in. And then we got to play catch up.
How long have you guys been doing woodworking?
Oh, God. Rachel is 20, and we started dibbling in it then. So what do you think, about 18 years, Shane, that we've been all together doing it? Because when my daughter was born, I was working as an accounting assistant, and Merlin worked at the same company I worked at. He was a painter. And we had been dabbling in wood to begin with, and because we've always wanted, did hobbies. My dad brought me up that way. Matter of fact, he's one of my inspirations for wood. I'll show you.
Yeah.
This is a clock my dad made.
Oh, wow.
And
that's awesome.
Thank you. And my daddy was real big into cypress, which we have a lot of here in the South. And that doesn't rot. It doesn't rot. It doesn't have to be treated or anything. So we had been doing that and like dream makers and dream catchers. And my stepdad had the big shop, and he worked with metal. He didn't work with wood. He tried to work with wood. He wanted to, but he just never could get it. So he started letting us have a piece of the shop. Mm-hmm. He had his metal working over here, and we had our wood, and it just kind of grew and kept growing and kept growing. We started doing cabinets for people and went into furniture, and I've worked several jobs different from the cabinet shop, but mainly in the cabinet shop. And we do a lot of remodeling as well, like you do, with the sheetrock and crown moldings and all that kind of stuff. So it's been together, husband-wife team, for about 18, 16, 17, 18 years, somewhere in that vicinity.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yep.
That's a long time, too.
Yeah.
So there's the 2 ribbons on either side of the 6 pieces of 0.3 and the 46. Now, I'll get the frames on this, and then I got to twist up the 46, which I got to figure out what the hell I'm going to do that with, what drill. I think I have, ooh, do I have charged battery? Shit. I hope I do.
I hope you do too. Yeah, we really lucked out with that, with the shop, because like I said, it's passed down in the family.
Yeah.
You know. And it's a good thing. I always, a lot of women don't like to get out there and do that stuff, but it don't bother me.
Yeah, there's lots of you know, I think actually that there are quite a few women that like to do it. It's just with how the times go, they never really got the chance. But I actually see a lot more, especially in Philadelphia, a lot more women getting into like construction, even if it's just painting, or I mean, there's women that get into the other stuff too, like drywall and sheetrock.
Right. Well, when we first started, we'd make the trips to Lowe's and Home Depot, and I never seen any women in there. And here recently, I've been seeing a lot of women in there, and they got their boots on. I mean, there I was going in my boots, you know, my work clothes, and now I'm starting to see them, and they're coming out with pink on some of the stuff, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's starting to change some. But that was just, he was brought up that way doing hobbies, and I was brought up that way. My daddy made jewelry.
Yeah.
And the wood. But my daddy never could get a finish to do right. His always clouded up.
Yeah.
But I mastered it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a whole different, the whole finishing thing, that's a whole different thing. You got to make sure everything's really clean, and you got to make sure even coats, and there's different brushes and different tails for different things.
Yep. A lot to remember.
Yeah. Some need coats, stuff like that.
It's advanced a lot too, because when we first started out, you know, really it was just like lacquer. And that was pretty much all you could do. And now they got all these acrylics that wash up with water, and it's like, yay! It's you know.
Yep, no fumes to breathe in, and
right, yeah. Because I used to look like a space alien, you know, with the respirator, you know,
yeah,
spraying and.
Yeah.
Let's see, I got a question out here. Oh, thank you, Tony. Thank you. That is so sweet of you. It's fun. I mean, we do pretty good. There's, you know, sometimes we end up cussing each other out a few times on design issues, but, you know, hell, that's just part of life.
Yeah, most couples do. Well, all couples that work out have to curse each other out sometimes, but
yeah,
it's a little harder. Even if you guys are working together, it could get real stressful, but
yeah, it's okay though. We pretty much, it's taken years to balance it. You know, we walk away from that shop, I'm like, I don't care how aggravated I am with you about this job or what's going wrong here or what we don't agree on. I'm leaving it right there. And, you know, next time he comes in here and I'm in there and we just separate for a little bit. Sorry, that's my alarm for my medicine.
Yeah, that's a good thing to do. Me and my boss are a lot like that. Like off of the job, we is different than the job. Like if anything goes wrong at a job, it doesn't affect outside of the job. That's something that we've always done.
Yeah. You really have to do that. You just have to leave it there.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, nurse. Nurse is here. She's an amazing woman, I tell you what. Getting to know her a lot, you know, in the team and everything, and she is such a hard worker.
Yeah.
You got a blue and I got a red one.
Yeah, I got this. This is from Wawa. If anybody doesn't know what Wawa is, it's like a family. It's a chain. It's almost like if you have a 7-Eleven, it's kind of like 7-Eleven, but better. Most of them have gas stations, and it's just like a convenience store. You could go in there, you could get your coffee, you could get your lunch, you could get everything, and they're huge over here. There's one all over the place. It's a huge company in Philadelphia, and they're starting to spread out everywhere now.
They might end up having some here. We have BPs. BPs are all over the place.
Yeah, we have BPs, but they're almost as big, but not quite as big as Wawa's are. Wawa's like you could go in and they have like a deli, and you could also order all types of food on a computer, and it comes up real quick.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
now that's wanky.
Yeah, like there's some already prepared food, but most of it is only there for a day, and then they get rid of it, and then most of it is it's made to order. Like when you order it, they make it.
That is real cool. I don't know if Macon would ever be big enough for it, though. I don't know. We're big, but not big. And I live so far out in the country. It's a Macon address, but I'm way out. Man, that lemon X on this, oh my God. Perfect. Crypto, there's a good chance. I'm trying to think. I don't think I have any more mahogany, but I do know I have some black walnut, if that's okay. And you just want it to hold 5 addies. Just DM me. Thank you, darling. Or DM him, and, you know, just tell us. Actually, I'm on the east side, Tony, and Macon. Oh, well, thank you, Odin. Nice. I can't see you, but hey. Give me just a second. I gotta take my nose. Because we do have a little, I can send you pictures of a little small Addy stand. I'm trying to give everybody kind of, if they want a medium, small one, large one, in that way. Let's see. I hear you, Chevy.
All right. Now, I got to twist this 46.
Okay.
I hope I could do this without breaking it too many times. I may break the first one. I don't know. But I do need a bobby pin for my drill. I should probably take this corded drill back there. I'll do the cordless.
Oh, that's cool. Apparently, I don't live but like 90 miles from Tony Berry in the chat, which he's gotten an Addy stand from me. Once I mentioned Macon. Yeah, I'm like almost in Gordon, in the Gordon area, out Highway 57. We're Big Sandy, which used to be the big pond that everybody went fishing in. It's right down the road from me.
All right, now I need something to hook this 46 up to. I may just put this pin in the top of my wood here to hold my 46.
There you go.
This wood's really tough, though. I tried to put a pin in there before, and it was a little rough.
I bet. It probably bent it over, didn't it?
It broke the plastic on the top, actually, yeah.
I did. I'm always bad about trying to use them and put them in the wall right where the 2x4's at, and I like make it curl up.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
There you go. Broke it a little, but it's good.
Okay, Crypto, I'll tell you, I can give you Merlin's email. My email's in a little bit of a tide of a mess right now. You know about me getting hacked, don't you, Nick?
No.
Yeah. Somebody hacked my Instagram.
Really?
And my Facebook. And that was it. They didn't get into my PayPal. But they actually got into my Instagram and changed my name where it's Phoebe64 to another name and changed the email address. And I had a time getting back into Instagram for a while, and they got into my email as well. So I've been having to use Merlin's because I've created a new one, but I can't remember it all yet. I've got to get it in my brain. But I've got, I have to get in touch with AT&T when somebody does that. But the way I found out they did my email was I don't use my email a lot but just a couple of close friends and my daughter's school. And they sent emails to people from it and changed my name on it as well. And the friends got in touch with me and said, look, I think your email's hacked. So that's how I found out they did that. I don't know what happened or why anybody would want to get into mine, but that's what happened.
It's crazy.
Yep. Okay. Nick has my info. If it takes too long to find you on IG, but I can give you my let me get my my IG for Instagram for you, Crypto. Okay, I'm going to send you Merlin's because it's easier to get his than it is mine. It won't let you. Okay, that is Merlin's, and let me try to get mine for you. I just can never copy mine. I have to have Merlin send it to me. Which Nick has it. He could. Let's see. Did you bring one of those little small Addy holders in here? You don't got any more? Okay. Oh, okay, Crypto. I get you now. You're on the computer most of the time. Let's see. Okay, Crypto, that is, if you write down that right quick, that is Merlin's email address, and you can send him an email if you don't want to mess with IG, and we will work that out. Get you one. I understand that, Crypto. They do have to have all your phone information and everything. And then the next thing you know, you're getting all those calls. Yeah, I got a picture of yours, Ron. I can post it on IG if you want me to. Sorry, I'm going back and reading everything. Did I what? Oh, okay. Yeah, yes. We got everybody. I get it. I'll get all the information out to everybody.
Wow, that's a pain in the ass.
I did get everything mailed off to everybody. I got a few people asking me, but they told me that nothing will go out until Tuesday because of the holiday. So you're going to have a couple of days on that. But with yours, Nick, it's supposed to be there Wednesday afternoon, which we already talked about that, but the others go overseas. Nick's like, what the hell are you talking about, woman?
I hear you the whole time.
Oh, okay. Yes, Celine, I checked into my credit and everything. All my, my bank accounts, my PayPal, all that stuff. They were unable to get into that. I had more security on it. I didn't feel, with IG, I needed all that, but apparently all of you do. And IG happens to have a two-step thing where when you log into it, you have to do the two-step. So I have mine set up that way, and my Facebook now, and my new emails. And I've already had that with my PayPal, and Lord have mercy, I don't have much money. So if they go out there and try to use my name, they ain't gonna get jack shit. That's a cool idea, Simple. I want to put, I'd like to do some with the team. I've got some wood burners. They're okay. They're not the greatest. So I do have one in my cart in Amazon that's a lot better, that have the long extension and get hotter, that we're going to buy for putting initials on them for everybody. I've been kind of freehanding it right now. I bought some stencils and stuff to start working more towards that area. So I'd like to get it to look a lot better. You're innocent, Chessie. Huh? I'm about 40 minutes. Oh, okay. Not at all. I mean, Dublin's just a hop and a skip and a jump away. Yep. It's a small world. I mean, you never know. Okay, that stand you have in the background with the spool holder looks like it could clap in itself. Can it? Can it, Kim? Just talking about that. Oh yeah, y'all. Let me get out of the way so y'all can see my own setup. Pretty much, yes. You explain your little thing there because I know I will not tell it right. It makes it pretty easy. I don't know if y'all can hear him.
Yep. Put the 4 wires up. I hold the wire back down close to the spool. It feeds itself up down.
Did y'all hear that? JFM, did you hear him? It pretty much can clap in itself. Simple says to tell you to make him a setup like that. Y'all see how he does me now. He's got this cool thing. I don't have one. I try to give him a hard time.
I built what you ordered.
You built what I ordered. Well, I didn't know you were going to make nothing like that.
One like this is going to cost you extra.
Okay.
All right, I just got to see what this thing looks like because it's extremely hard to see what it looks like when it's twisted, but I think I'm doing good.
Oh.
I have to keep pulling tight but letting slack so it doesn't break. Obviously, oh, well.
Did it work?
Yeah, it's looking good.
Did it go too much?
So at the end of the day, this is going to be the same size as a 40 gauge, 2-piece 36. I'm going to twist it a little more, and I think I'll be good. So far, so good. I'll see if I can show you when I'm done.
All right. Thank you, nurse. Okay, out of the way so you'll see. Show him your shirt.
Got a rip. Shout out to my homie Rick McCraw. Nikki B.
Nikki B. You saw her. Nikki B. and Rick McGraw.
I don't know where Rick's at. He's hiding.
Rick's hiding. I simple missed it. Show him again with your wire. How you wire.
This.
That's what he showed.
All right. There's the wire. I'm going to pinch the wire right here, right near that, because this wire is going to recurve since it was just twisted a whole bunch. I'm going to cut it here and unpinch my fingers a little bit at a time, and it's going to untwist in my hand, and it's done. This way it doesn't curl up all crazy.
Oh, okay. That's what keeps it from curling up. I was going to say, how are you going to?
Now I'm going to clip it there. Cut it off my drill. Right there. Now you could spool this up if you want it, or you could just put it behind you like an alien wire. Whatever you got to do. I'm just going to lay it behind me. I'll see if I could show you what it looks like. It may be a little rough to show off, but we'll see. Maybe not. Actually went a lot better than I thought. That first one didn't go good, but at least it didn't go good right at the beginning. So I was able to reset right away. So this is going to be the size of 40 gauge, but it's twisted. So let's see if you're going to be able to see it. I don't know if you're going to.
I hope I can. I'm going to put my glasses on and hope everybody can see it. Oh.
You could hardly see it, but.
Oh, I could before my glasses. I think everybody could. Y'all see that? That looks cool.
Very thin twisted wire. I probably could have even twisted it more. It's just hard to tell with how small it is. But all right. Yep. I am ready to set up and fuse.
Cool.
Hope that's probably going to be enough for a single coil. I don't know if that's going to be enough for a dual. I might have to twist up more for a dual. But that size is about, let's see how much I twist it. I twist it up about, I'm going to say it's like 9 feet. It's, 9 feet. It's like exactly 9 feet of twisted wire. Is where the art is. You're about to see what I'm building. I'm using twisted wire to fuse, and I'm finishing up what I had started on Tuesday. I'm about to have it on the drill, so you'll see. So
that's going to be beautiful.
Yeah. Pop his own knee out of place, or just the ACL and the other opponent's knee? All right, I got to change the batteries in this. Let me try my new batteries.
Oh, sweet. Try the new batteries.
Got these Imran 2500 milliamp.
Yeah, Freddie Simple he's been making some really good vapes. He made one and named it for Merlin. I'll let him tell what the profile is, and he has a banana pudding that is so good it tastes like banana pudding. It's just like you're eating a big old glob of it. Freddie was asking about his shoes. Sorry. I don't know if I've seen your comment or not, Simple. You might have to say it to me again. I'm sorry.
Next week we'll work on some sort of alien, I promise. I've been doing lots of staggers. We'll do some kind of enigma or something.
Oh, that'll be cool. See, I got to go to that. I have trouble with the other. Which the first time I done an alien, I done it perfect. Yeah. I sent that to you. I mean, I know there's a little bit of it messed up. And then I tried doing them again. I made a few of them, and then I tried again, and I couldn't do it.
Yeah, It's hard to get them every time. It takes a long time until you can get them every time, but it's all about the feeling and the stretching and.
Right. I think the first time I was just no stress, no worries. I just, you know, then I got to thinking about it, trying to make it perfect, and I got all jacked up and crazy because I kind of like that.
All right, all set up. Get another clip here.
Lino's working on his little setup for the Zoom. He got a Zoom for the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking he's about done with it.
That'll be.
Go ahead.
All right.
What are you doing?
Doing nothing but you do.
You're getting some sounds over there to mess with me. I know you are. Because I heard it in my headset. And I don't know how I heard it in my headset. I don't think the paper cat's in here, Nick.
No. Oh, the Vapor Cat. What's up?
Uh-huh.
And JFM Development, Exhumed by Vape.
Yep.
Yes, I've done Alien with Twisted Wire. I actually done it live. Yep. For the most part, I've done every build, and for the most part, I've done every build live, too.
Yeah. Yeah, if there's anything you don't see in the tutorials, if you go to the lives, you can find one really quickly. I found one the other night for somebody that was wanting a mohawk real quick. Just boom, it was there.
Mm-hmm. Not worrying about the beginning too much. But I am going to start doing my pattern. I definitely am going to need some goggles for this one.
What kind of pattern are you going to do?
I'm going to do like 3 and skip a space, I think. Or maybe I may do skip fuse and then skip 3 spaces or something.
Okay.
I don't know if I can. Is that able?
Just going to let it come as you're rolling, right?
Yeah, as long as you keep doing the same thing over and over, it'll look good.
Yep, that's true.
Alright.
That's what I do with my wood. I sit there and mess with it, and I don't know, I'll sound crazy. I know Don would like that. That's pretty. My camera over here.
Oops.
Crypto is Georgia, actually, where I'm from. But Alabama and Kentucky do kind of sound like Texas. A lot of people think of Texas. Got family in Texas, but yeah. It's funny how you pick up the accent because I was born here in Georgia and moved to South Carolina and then West Virginia and North Carolina. So when I come back from North Carolina, everybody here in Georgia, I didn't have the same accent as them. So it's weird.
Yeah, there's people that were like born in one place and they'll pick up an accent from a place that they move, and then they'll move somewhere else and pick up a little bit of an accent of that. And then at the end, they have all this one accent of a whole bunch of accents put together.
Exactly. Yeah, it does. It's weird. It happens that way, and it happens like that too with when I was playing on the PlayStation all the time, you know, and had friends from all over, and you start picking up some of their lines or what they say. I mean, I even do that with the YouTube. I cut up and I become Nick Devine sometimes, you know. and Merle will laugh at me, but you know, you just kind of pick up stuff.
Yeah, so I'm skip fusing 3 of them on one side. On the back side, I'm skip fusing 2, and then skip fusing 4. So one side's gonna look like 3. This side looks like 3. And then the other side looks like 2 and across. I'll show you that in a sec. So this side looks like 2 and a slant, 2 and a slant. Now, this should look pretty cool. I'm actually thinking about doing something else with this build as well. We'll see. Maybe this build will make it into another show as well, because I'm thinking about doing a parallel fuse too, taking 2 pieces of 46 and going right next to all these. That's why I want to make sure that there's a space everywhere next to them. So I wanted to skip fuse it. So there's always a space open for the next one I do. So maybe this build will make it into another show as well, and we'll parallel fuse it with something else with 2 pieces of 46. Just parallel, not twist it.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
It looks sharp right now.
Yeah, I like these pattern fuses. They look pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of hard to see the twist on this camera, but you could kind of see it, that it's got something going on with it.
Yep, I do. I can see the little areas there. Oh, my chat went away. There we go. What's so funny is I don't realize I have an accent. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's everybody else that has the accent.
Yep.
Oh, you people talk weird.
Yeah. I know we have a saying here in the South, it's fixing to. And I confuse the hell out of a lot of people because I say, well, I'm fixing to. And they're like, what does that mean? Well, that means I'm fixing to do what I was going to do, you know?
Yeah.
And I never thought that would be complicated for anybody, but, you know.
Do you know where that saying comes from?
I don't even know.
Is it?
It's just always been something that was said in my family. You know, I'm fixing to make dinner. You know.
Oh, fixing. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I know it. Okay. Yeah.
I guess the way I say it, maybe everybody don't quite understand it. But a lot of people, I mean, I've even done it in text, and I put Fixin.
Yeah. Oops.
Fixin, tell it, girl. Yeah. So where are you, Crypto? I know you're tripping out on my accent there. Him fixing. That was funny, Simple. And you took it away. And then there's the all right then. All right then. Merlin says that one a lot. Yeah, it is kind of interesting, crazy how it's different in different states. What you dig on that?
We don't have an American accent. We have different state accents.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is crazy how that happens. And it's like, it's almost kind of based on the attitudes that everybody has. Like, Southern are very, they're very open and friendly and, hospitality. And
Yeah.
Philadelphia is it's a very fast state, like a fast city. And we combined all our words together real quick. Like,
right.
all of our words are compressed down, even if they're small words to begin with. Like water it's not a long word, but when we say water, it's because we talk really fast and we compress it all down, and then letters start to mesh together. And
right.
T's turn into D's. And there's actually, if anybody watches American Horror Story, I've been watching it a lot, and the one about the circus, Kathy Bates is in it, and she's an amazing actress. Have you ever seen Misery?
Yep.
Yeah, Misery is a really good movie. But she does, so in one of the American Horror Stories, she does a really good Southern accent. I think in actually two of them, she does like a Southern accent. But in the circus one, she does like a Philadelphia accent, and it's really good. She's very good at it.
I'm going to have to watch that. I've been saying because I watched the first ones of American Horror Story.
The second one's really good. The third one's, I think you would like the third one a lot. The third one's about witches. It's a lot of females in it, and that takes place in New Orleans.
Oh, wow. That would be cool.
But the second one's really good. That's in an insane asylum, I think in Boston. I forget. I haven't watched that one in a while, but that's one of my favorite ones. The third one's real good. The fourth one's about the circus. Most people think that's the worst one. It's still enjoyable, but it probably is the worst one out of all of them. But they're all different. They use the same actors, but they're all different stories every season.
Right. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm kind of weird. I love a good horror story. But and I like Halloween. I just love Halloween. But
Yeah.
a lot of times I have to watch them like during the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if I do them at night alone by myself, sometimes I just get a little funny.
Yeah.
I'll have weird dreams.
Yeah. I actually like watching them at night, but it's more of a lighting thing. I like that most of them are very dark because if I watch
Right.
something bright, it seems like more lights are on.
Mhm.
But
That is true. They are kind of muted with the lighting. For sure. That was tripping out because you said what? See, we say water, and you say water. That's what people would tick on me when I come back to school. I was like, I need to get some water. But I was shocked with you. I mean, Philadelphia. I understand you real good. I don't catch it. To me, I sound like you, myself. We sound alike. You know what I mean. Not too high of a concentrate of northern accent or southern, but I think I got more of a concentrate than I realized.
Yeah.
You get that one back there cutting up, and oh my gosh. But he won't get over here to talk. He'll think he comes straight from Hicktown, as he says. Oh, I got something here. Let's see, what's it say? I got that. Hey, Mr. Rambo. Yeah, I got that little country twang. Do New Yorkers have a different accent? I think so.
Yeah.
Big time. They're really different.
Even New York and Philadelphia, you could tell the accents. Like if I was on a show with somebody from New York, you would hear, I'm from New York. It's pretty cold over here, Nick. It's been really fucking chilly.
Yep, that would be it.
Because we get a lot of people from New York moving over here, especially in my neighborhood. There's lots of New Yorkers because New York's way too expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Philadelphia is expensive, just not as expensive. So they'll move over here because it's very similar, but they get to live a little cheaper. So I'll know them from their accent.
Right off the bat. Ah, yeah, you're from New York.
Yeah. Yeah. New Jersey and Philly are pretty similar. Ohio and Philadelphia are pretty. That's where in American Horror Story, the lady's from, Kathy Bates. That's her accent. It's a Connecticut accent.
Connecticut. I like her a lot. She's a damn good actress, like you say. I like her and what is that? Melissa McCarthy. She's real good too.
She's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, Boston has their own accent for sure.
Yep. That's funny. Simple. doing over there? Hey. Turn around here.
Fire.
What's there? There you go. Trying to get him in the screen here. He's over here with his head turned the other way, looking at that. There you go. Sit up straight, boy.
Well, this is pretty good. I think I'm going to have enough to do the whole wire. I'm not positive, but the skip fusion's definitely going to help me get there.
Yep. How much further you got?
I'm almost halfway through, so not too much further.
Uh-huh. It's a wire that he had worked on, and he put the frames around, and he's doing that, and then yeah, and then he's probably going back with a parallel on it on the where the skips are at. Oh, you can't hear anything. Is there 2 holes to plug in a headset? Can you put your Bluetooth on with that, with me in, on it? And if I put mine over here on this, would you be able to hear then?
No, you can't plug it today.
Oh. Well, we just shut out of it, can't we?
No, I know.
Yeah. Well, I am so sorry.
Yeah.
It'd be happy. Well, here, I tell you what. I need to take a restroom break, so I'll let you use the headset for a minute. How about that?
No, I'm good.
Oh, look at there. Can you put the micro up there? Where's the cameras over there?
So a pattern fuse is really good to do if your spacing got messed up and you still want to salvage it. It's good to do a pattern. I think my spacing's pretty good on this wire, but if it wasn't, I'd be able to work with it with doing the pattern. You see, I skipped too many right there.
Wait a minute, and I'll show it when Nick can look too. And we just put it back up there. Get in my headset so I can see it.
Take a break from this. I'll look at what you got. What you going to show me?
He got a, this, what is it? The interlock that he got through with. Want to put this back up there? I can't reach it.
Closer, 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 and cool. Yep. You can see it right there. Nice.
He's proud of that.
Yeah. Good stuff. 6 wrap interlock.
Yep. There you go. I don't know why I didn't think to reach with this one. I can't reach. That's what he was working on, or been. There.
There is. So yeah, we got a couple more minutes. I'll fuse this a little bit more, and then I am halfway down it. I am right here.
Right.
This is the end. I'm right there. So I'm going to do a little more, and then we'll start doing our little outro and telling people where to find us and what to watch.
Okay.
Or
Well, that went quick, I tell you.
yeah.
We did. So you gonna watch some MMA?
Yeah.
Cool. I may go in there and start watching that horror story.
Yeah, that's like one of my favorite shows. I mean, do you guys watch Game of Thrones?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
I can't wait for that.
I love Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
I got two goats and I named them after Khaleesi and Carl. That's my show.
Yeah, I've been watching that lately, and I've been watching like videos on it. Some people put out like videos of what they think's gonna happen and stuff.
Right. Yeah, that's gonna be a trip. I mean, I have been like heart dropped ever since, I don't know, I don't want to get the story away, but I imagine you can figure out what made my heart drop.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but if they hadn't caught that season, but been in long waiting for it. And it's got that way with us with the Walking Dead. I know a lot of people don't like it, and just think it's about, the zombies. But at first it kind of goes in that direction to let you know, but as it goes on, it's more about the communities of the people and the people in the communities trying to survive with this, horrid thing that happens. So, yeah, that's what makes it so good. And I mean, they come across all kind of things like, a lot of people, one guy, he just controls everybody like a dictatorship, and then another guy that's just really horrible, and he pretty much does the same. And then they come across people that let them come in and they'll feed them, but they're cannibals, so they're going to kill them, so they have to get out of all these situations and bind together. And you watch, there's a boy on there named Carl, and you watch him grow up on the show. And then the main character had a baby at that time too, and now she's probably about 6 years old and one of the toughest little badass girls you'd ever want to meet. She totes a big old gun and she has a sword, and you can imagine if it happened like that and how it would be so much different for us to try to survive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you would have to be somebody that could protect yourself against a zombie and possibly regular people.
Yeah, there's like other gangs in it that they come across and stuff, like another gang of people. Like every season, there's like a different group of people they run into, or.
Mhm. And then you got the one guy that, they get settlements and they're growing their own food, and they come up and they just want to take their food, and yeah. So it rolls into that more. Plus, I have one of my best friends, brother-in-law. He's been playing extra in that show ever since it started. So it's always kind of fun to try to watch it and see if you see him in it. Yeah. I've got actually two friends that played extras because they did a lot of that filming here in Georgia. So it's a pretty cool show. And then I like that one, and which I feel everybody, zombies have just been done too damn much. They really have. But
yeah.
My Game of Thrones now, I got to have my HBO. I've got to watch that. I love Khaleesi. And Jon Snow. Yep. There's just the peeps. I'm just talking and ain't paying attention here. I get to run in my mouth.
A digital microscope, huh?
Yeah, I seen one of those. Nikki B had one.
Oh, okay. I know what it is. Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
I got to get with Nikki B because I want to get some shirts for the Katie and the Sunshine Builders.
Yeah.
There's so much to do. You got.
Yeah. All right. Well, Kim, why don't you tell everybody where they could find you?
Okay. I'm on Instagram, CB64, or you can get Merlin_71. Just DM me, let me know different prices, different things. I work, whatever woods I got, I'll let you know. Somebody wanted walnut, so I do got a lot of walnut on hand right now. And that's pretty much it. You just can catch me there, and I greatly appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, I'm glad that you came on. I'm gonna have to find my person for the next time. I think I may have Freddie and Dawn on next. I'm not sure, but
that's cool.
It's always cool to do these every other week. So there's like stuff to talk about. I'm not just sitting here building quietly, and it's hard to come up with different subjects. So it's better to have somebody on to make more subjects to talk about.
That's true. That's true. Well, I always have fun anyway. I'm watching you.
Yeah.
And I do like this. So I like the movie stuff and having something, and getting to know everybody.
Yeah.
And maybe next time, Dawn, I promise I'll build. I just got to get me a camera set up that way over there. And I got to figure it out because I'll probably like this far away from the camera, so you might be seeing all at my eyeballs and my nose. All that stuff. I might can move my swivel over here with the clamp and get it worked out.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good with it, but yeah, it's even if you don't get it all close up, it's cool to see people building while I'm building, even if you can't see everything. It's not easy to set everything up so you could see everything that you're doing. It's not an easy thing to do. But
I like the idea of it because everybody sees I do actually build, and I do. I just haven't in a long time. I burnt myself really bad right there, and then I crooked my eye over, and I was like, you know what? I got to take a break.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to keep you from watching your show because I'll sit here and talk forever.
Yeah, so you can find me over n.divine83 Instagram. I'm going to be doing more over there. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a giveaway soon over there. So definitely, I probably won't set that up until after Tuesday's show, so I could tell you is that it's going up. So it won't be any time before Tuesday, but I will be Tuesday at 7 o'clock. I'll be on. We'll do something alien-like and maybe finish this, but we'll see. We'll see if we'll see what happens. I'm gonna do something alien next week though. Maybe Saturday I'll do the alien or whatever. Maybe I'll start it on Tuesday, finish it on Saturday. Either way. Other than that, I'll be live Tuesday. Keep an eye out just in case. And, watch Scott Black Cat Wig Face, 5 o'clock Eastern Time every weekday. You want juice, go to Adore E-Liquid. You can get your cotton. You can get your Clean as Fuck coils. If you want to get coils off of me, hit me up on Instagram. And everybody have a good weekend. Thanks for hanging out. I actually got to get over to YouTube to shut this thing down. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. It was fun. I should have it pre-recorded up sometime soon, too.
Cool. Thank you, Crazy, for coming.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, I need to get over here. Yeah, if you're new to the channel and you're looking for tutorials, go over to my playlists. All the pre-recorded playlists are over there. That's where you can find everything you need to start building. From top to bottom, they're all numbered and stuff like that. So, all right, and I am shutting this thing down. Thanks everybody for watching. We are